What do you do if you want to be a more articulate speaker and presenter and you want to boost your vocabulary? You're like a lot of people, especially if English isn't your first language. You're uncomfortable with the idea that maybe people think you mumble. It's not as clear as it could be. You're not simply seen as highly articulate. Your vocabulary, maybe you're using wrong words or small words. But the number one way to boost other people's perceptions of you being articulate is to speak more. Now, the way to do it is to speak every day or at least once a week in front of one of these, a video camera. Now, you could talk about your favorite sports team. You could do a podcast where you simply talk about your favorite musicians. It could be about anything. But the sheer act of speaking, knowing other people can hear you, maybe even look at you, will make you more articulate. Now, if you're doing a 1-hour podcast once a week, maybe you don't listen to all of it, but you certainly want to listen to at least 5 minutes of it. Build an ear for what you like when you speak. The sheer act of speaking makes speaking less scary. One of the reasons you may be less than completely articulate is you don't speak often enough. And when you don't speak often enough, you become nervous and uncomfortable, especially if you're speaking to a group larger than you're used to. If you're used to speaking to 2 colleagues at the office, and now it's a staff meeting with 10 people, the most common thing to have happen is you tighten up and, okay, I just want to give everyone a quick summary of what we did in the last week. And you hear how awful my voice is there. I tighten my body, tighten my face. My volume went down. I became flat and monotone. I became less articulate simply because the situation changed, the environment changed. I was out of my comfort zone, so I became less articulate. The problem so many people have is that they are perfectly articulate in certain situations. If you're talking to your best friend or your 2 best friends from high school or college, and you're talking about a sporting event you all saw last night, you're all of a sudden very articulate, especially if you're upset by the call from a referee or you're really happy about the results. You can be highly articulate in that situation. But when your boss asks you to stand up and give a report of everything you've done in the last quarter in order to get your budget approved for next quarter, all of